Hey, welcome back to the channel, man. The Blac Youngsta concert got ran up on, man. You won't believe what happened. I need y'all to like this video, hit the subscribe right now if you rocking with Young Dolph. Put the dolphin emoji in there so everybody seen that picture that came out with Blac Youngsta and Yo Gotti connected back together. It looked like they was trying to throw one last concert and everything. You know that CMG is trying to do one last group project, group album, or whatever. They trying to get the band back together before this whole entire Rico comes, because they all are gonna need the money when it comes time for the bond, everything, the fees, the lawyers. They're gonna have to use the same lawyers that Young Thug is using trying to get him out. They're gonna have to plead crazy and everything, insanity like that. So what happened is that Blac Youngsta was on stage, and just like how at the last concert, the Lil Baby concert, when CEO Jizzle got hit up, people were already ready for the retaliation. They snuck up and around the sound system speaker boxes. If you really know what you know about these concerts, they got them big speakers and anybody could hide behind it, in between it, or whatever. And they waited until Blac Youngsta tried to get close to the crowd and stood on top of the speakers. Because if you've been watching these rappers at their shows, they jump on the speakers, they like to jump in the crowd, they be going on all sorts of platforms and different devices that they're not supposed to be standing on. And they caught them lacking. When Blac Youngsta stepped towards that speaker, they grabbed the shoe. He was trying to get away. He was trying to shake his foot off doing the stanky leg, and they untied the shoelaces. They was really trying to grab his. They exposed that Blac Youngsta has an ankle monitor when they pulled his shoe off, and the whole concert saw it. This means that the Rico has already been going on. Blac Youngsta actually got caught for saying all those messages and everything from when his brother got hit up. Remember, he posted online, and whenever you post something like that, man, you posting it right to the feds, man, because that's what's really going on. The feds looked at this, they put two and two together, they realized that Blac Youngsta is part of the Young Dolph situation. They found that he's tied to Yo Gotti. The feds were already looking at Yo Gotti separately. That's why Yo Gotti's songs, he be saying that he's getting watched by the feds. The feds is on him. They all know what's about to happen to them, and it's because they was playing with Young Dolph. They should have left Young Dolph alone a long time ago, not just back when he got hit up, but I'm talking they should have left him alone back in 2015, 16, 17, all the different times where they got caught on camera, on footage with Govan, Blac Youngsta doing the 100 shots at Dolph. The feds didn't forget about that, because the feds don't forget about anything. That's why they came back around. When they exposed that Blac Youngsta's concert, he almost got grabbed by his leg. They showed that ankle monitor. He went running. The security had to grab the dudes, man. They almost took him down into the dark area of the stage, and they could have pulled him under the stage and did all sorts of things, man. But eventually he ended up getting away, and this is why the reason they don't want CMG to have none of the shows or the concerts. The promoters are getting scared now. They don't want nothing to go down there, and it's because it all keeps revolving around the same people, the same guys. It's no coincidence that this keep happening, because the same ones who the concerts keep getting ran up on, the chains getting snatched, the feds looking at, is the same ones that had the beef with Young Dolph. And this is why everybody thinks that there's a lot of karma coming back from the Young Dolph situation, man. Young Dolph was the king of Memphis, and the way he was doing things, they should have just joined, because if you can't beat him, you just got to join him, and that's what they should have did. Dolph tried to pave the way where he didn't have problems with them. They're the ones who started beefing with him because of the baby mama drama. You got to remember when Yo Gotti sent his people at Young Dolph, allegedly, everything alleged and for entertainment purposes. So what y'all got to understand is that when Yo Gotti sent the people, because Young Dolph got with his baby mama, because Yo Gotti's baby mama was choosing. Whatever Yo Gotti was doing, it wasn't working. So she went with a whole nother man, and this is what made the feud even bigger, because they was both big rappers in Memphis, and it was really a race to the top to see who could be the biggest rapper out of Memphis, who could make the most money. Yo Gotti tried to turn it into a competition when Dolph was just minding his own business and trying to build his thing for his family and everything like that. And so he never really was trying to pocket watch, but he knew a lot of people were trying to pocket watch him, because the whole other side, they were beefing. They were talking about they was going to make more, or going to be the bigger person. This is why Yo Gotti was the one that came to Young Dolph to ask him to sign, not the other way around. That's how you knew Yo Gotti already had to start crunching numbers about how much he would make if Dolph was on his side, how much he would make if he got Dolph tricked into an agreement, this, and third. Because you know Yo Gotti would have never made that offer to Young Dolph if he didn't actually know how much money Young Dolph was bringing in. That's why people say Yo Gotti was pocket watching Dolph. He made the offer. Young Dolph denied because he was getting his own bread, doing it his way. He did not need another person trying to tell him what to do in the form of Yo Gotti. He was already having to deal with that because he had Mia J right there with him with the brand new baby. She was carrying his baby when this whole entire thing was going on. That's why Dolph didn't really want to do anything crazy in the streets, because he knew he had 2 kids on the way. Man, a lot of people, that went over their heads. So if you really finding out about that now, go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe, because at the end of the day, this whole thing was a long time in the making, man. He tried to send the warnings, he dissed them, they did what they did, right? But at the end of the day, for them to come back around thinking that they could try to do something in 2021 when it's feds radar everywhere. I mean, every city had cameras. They even got the sky cam in Memphis that caught the whole thing. But you see, they don't want to release none of the footage, man. They don't want to show y'all what actually happened to Young Dolph, because it would be too easy to put the Rico together. That's why they're stalling all this time. They're stalling with the straight drop. They're stalling with all these other people that they got. They're stalling with Govan. How did they let Govan go if they caught him with first degree, said he was the actual guy who orchestrated and planned it, but they let him go on the ankle monitor for a $90K bond? Who paid that bond? Because the last time we heard, Govan wasn't doing nothing that looked like he had the $90K with him. And his daughter, he put his daughter in a predicament where she got hit up for his beef. You got to remember, a lot of Cash Desto got hit up in Houston, and everybody said that that was connected to the Young Dolph situation, because that's Govan's daughter. Govan, whatever he did, whatever he told, whatever he involved himself into for the feds to come pick him up, that everybody knew about what he was doing in the Young Dolph whole plan of things. And this is why they hit up his daughter, because they couldn't get him. He was already cooperating with the feds. That's how he got the bond. When they put him in witness protection and in the cooperation, they gave him PC, but he still got out from the bond, because the bread that was put on Young Dolph's head ended up getting paid out to everybody that went through with it. That's why they had the money left to even do the bond in the first place. This is all out there, man. Everybody should already know this kind of stuff. It's simple, common sense, but it's up to you to put 2 and 2 together and decide for yourself what you think that happened. But it's all laid out there. But one thing for sure and 2 things for certain is they're not going to release that footage until that Dolph trial is over. And whatever they end up doing, we got to get the justice for Young Dolph. So if y'all really rocking with Young Dolph, hit that comment section, subscribe, like. I'm going to catch you later.